Hello YouTube, it's me, Kyle Doma, once again. Something has been really bothering me lately, and I just thought I would give my 2 cents on how I feel about this whole situation. And of course, the thing I'm feeling upset about is the Twilight series. Now, let's get one thing straight before I continue on. If you like Twilight, that is fine. Okay, I respect your opinion, but don't give me reasons to oh, but Edward is so hot, blah blah blah. You're so jealous. Don't be a Twitard. You see, there's a difference between being a Twilight fan, someone who appreciates the book and just enjoys it for the story, and there's the Twitards who treat it like it's their freaking religion and beat the crap out of people who don't. True, you don't believe me? Lily Livers did a video a while back, and I mean, I've heard some stories, but they actually have someone I'm subscribed to um, actually have that happen to them. Damn! What kind of fucked up world do we live in where we let people get away with that shit? Look, I'm a big fan of Transformers and anime, all typical nerd stuff, you name it, Star Wars. I kind of like Star Trek, not that much. I like Lord of the Rings, but this isn't about me. But if people tell me that, oh, Transformers is gay, or something like that, yes, I admit I get a little upset because that's poor criticism. Very poor criticism. If you're going to tell me something that I don't like, you're going to tell me something bad about something that I like, I at least ask that you provide some sort of constructive criticism, and therefore I will respect your opinion. But Twilight, I can't understand why people like Twilight. Well, maybe it's a little cheeky, teen romance novel, but the guys in there aren't even freaking vampires. You see, I would appreciate Twilight more if they did not call the creatures that they used in it vampires. Rather than describe them as vampire-like, you see, that to me would be much better than just flat out calling them vampires, because I'm also a huge vampire fan. Some of my favorite vampire series are Darkstalkers. There's whether it be the video game or the 6-issue comic made by Udon. Hopefully they continue that. Or the 4-episode anime, not the crappy 13-episode cartoon. Hellsing, one of my personal favorites. As you can see, Alucard behind me. You guarding my PSP games. Let's see what else. Oh, Vampire Hunter D, that's good. Even the Underworld series of movies is good, and the Blade movies are good. Good, and Legacy of Kain. Let's not forget about Legacy of Kain. Now, let's go one thing about vampires. Vampires, the lore of vampires changes over time. I mean, with Legacy of Kain, vampires can develop the immunity to sunlight. And in Vampire Hunter D, since he's half vampire, he can only take so much sunlight. But some vampires live for so long that they develop an immunity. But that changes, depending on what you go by. The Bram Stoker or whatever. I wouldn't consider myself to be a rabid vampire fan. I just like vampires. And I just don't like the way Twilight is basically insulting vampires. I mean, seriously, vampire goes out into sunlight and sparkles? Come on! I'm up for new ideas with vampires. Like, it'd be cool if he turned into a dragon or something. That would have been cool. No, but instead, no, sparkles. And before any of you Twitards, not the Twilight fans, you guys are cool. that you guys keep enjoying your thing. To the Twitards out there, I'm, just saying, oh, you just say this because Edward is just better. No, no, no. I am not jealous of Edward. And for the record, I have not read any of the Twilight books. I have not seen the movie because I've already heard enough shit about it to make my judgment. I have no desire to read it. I have no desire to go see the movie or get it when it comes out on DVD. I would rather spend my money on something else. Thank you very much. And that is my right as an American. It is also your rights as people to just buy the books. It is your right. If you like the books, fine. If you like the movie, fine. But don't try to cram it down other people's throats. And it's not just the Twilight series that is guilty of this crime. I think there was something, Big Al 2K6 and like the random DC talked about, like Narutards. But the thing is, the Narutards, I never heard any horror stories of like people getting their arms broken and their eyeballs freaking gouged out. I mean, seriously. It just burns my ass. Seriously, to all you Twilight people who like Twilight, thank you. But to the Twilight Tards, or the Twitards, get over it. It's just a freaking book. And if people don't like it, it's their freaking opinion. And last time I checked, people have freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and freedom of the press, and as disclosed by the Constitution of the United States of America. But people seem to forget the Constitution because they A, don't give a shit, or are uneducated about it. So, once again, I like to say, if you like Twilight, fine. I respect your opinion. But I only ask that you respect others as well. And I'm sorry for being angry, but, this has been going through my head for quite some time now, and I kind of needed to let it out. So, I hope you all enjoyed this rant, and have a good day. Keep rocking.